Humanity has always used art to express their utmost desires. The Sistine Chapel shows angels and the yearn for the supernatural. And Deluded, the game, shows our picture-fucking perfect delusion. You play, and I kid you not, as a horny 18-year-old girl with a sister complex stuck in a weird-ass intersexual family with major psychological issues which may or may not include all of the above, literally, uncovering a mystery about a case of missing women who quite likely got deeply hooked on the X-rated version of meth, making Jesse Pinkman look like the Pope. And where do these women go, you ask? Well, most of them are probably dead, I think. There's a very good fucking chance that a bunch ended up turning into sucking vampires. The game. Welcome to Deluded. Hi, I'm 7-Up Zero Sugar, and today I want to dive into the game Deluded and give just a little taste of the fun of life you're missing out on.
Who's there? I have to get out somehow.
We begin our story buried under the fucking rubble, clawing our way out of a grave. Whether our heart remains a beat is kinda a mystery, but that's not really what's important here. There are titties on the screen, for God's sake. After aimlessly wandering the spooky graveyard, we end up finding a phone, hand-delivered at our front doorstep by Deliveroo, and with the skill use of Read, we find a message talking about some dude trying to sell off a red-eyed chick to some guy who knows a guy who knows a guy / client who apparently wants one of those. You and me both, buddy. I then steal the phone and shove it far, far up into my ass, because I tell you what, these pockets have seen better days, and I quite frankly don't know where else I can put it. I then uncomfortably waddle my way forwards before finding a suspicious-looking vehicle, requesting some services of unknown nature. "Let me the fuck in," he says in a submissive and breathable tone. We enter to find a man sleeping at the helm. Is that a fucking paintball marker? The prickly bastard then finds it a good time to wake up from his psychotic episode and question us about what he is doing there, and who the fuck I am? I then proceed to tell the truth my way out of this situation, and smoothly transition myself into a standoff with a ribbed metal man who looks like he'd be a good time, before being fucking shoved into an honestly really nice and calm credits intro. Pretty good. I hope you're keeping up so far, because I'm not handling this okay. I think I need to trust it at all. Finally, home sweet home. Shit. I left the sink on. Yeah. Just like how I left it, who spread strawberry jam using a kitchen knife? Is that ass? What a fucking transition. You sure got me hooked. Oh, having in the shower, are we? Not now, Dad, I'm fucking busy. After drying ourselves, piece by piece I add, we find ourselves in our humble abode where we can start our story. We are Alyssa, an 18-year-old girl who recently moved from the city to the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Our current government state-giving mission being to open our birthday present, which is on the back of the priority list. After realizing I'm now the birthday girl, I immediately rush on over to the kitchen, quabble with mother about who makes the best sandwiches for daddy, and rush my hush to the fridge to down as much beer as I can physically drink. I then, in a horny and drunken state, waddled my way to my father, who calls me out for looking despicably dripping wet and tells me to go have a fucking banana, to which I retort to by bringing up my dead sister, asking if it would bring her back, to which he replies in denial that she's dead and that she just left town with her non-existing boyfriend. In my dripping wet beer smelling breath, I told the man I see her in my dreams and that she told me she was here with us, to which daddy in his head imagines telling me to take my fucking meds, which I most certainly have not and will not be doing so as they ran out quite a fucking while back. My dad then watches as his daughter makes her way over to some boxes, applies on a face cake of fucking makeup, and runs up the stairs in a sad, drunken, moody and horny state, crying to herself. I tell you what, our family dynamic here is pretty fucking solid. Luckily for me, I already found the condoms and a massive fucking light stick. I shall be saving those bad boys for later. I then found out my shitty ass brother already stole my birthday present. The motherfucker. I ready thy constructed helmet, ready for battle, my bottom still pulsating. But not before sneaking into my parents' bedroom and stealing a black marker and a piggy bank full of cash. Turns out, during the time I was readying for battle, my brother was speaking to Saint Michael the Archangel arming up with a baseball bat. Damn, how the fuck you do that? I now want you to try to guess the first thing my blood-related big brother says to me the minute I interact with him. If you guessed him saying, and I quote, "I know that look. It's amazing how you don't squelch when you walk. Get the fuck out. I don't want you throwing yourself at me." Then you were sorely mistaken. Keep in mind, I have not told a single joke this video. I'm being 100% for real with this shit. Like, genuinely, what? My empty-headed big brother then mistakenly agrees to help me train in the art of Taekwondo, not realizing I have the grip strength of a man in his hundreds and drop the bat on his toes. I then, extremely submissively I might add, say sorry and leave the prick alone. After completely forgetting about the birthday present, and how my brother completely stole it from me, I make my way into the living room and end up discovering that the clock we have actually has a key to the basement as its clock hand. With that ability unlocked, I end up realizing the error of my ways. I lost the battle because I'm weak. Because I didn't have the strength, nor grace, nor the will to overcome my incapability of holding a bat and swing it at 5 miles an hour against air. After doing a couple hops in the living room, I remember I found a key to the basement and made my way down, finding some gym equipment. Fucking boom bada bing. After pulling myself up and down a bit, I realized during the process I somehow managed to rip my skirt doing said pull-ups, so what better to do than to take it off and continue. And another. For fuck's sake. During that single said pull-up, I managed to rip my shirt, underwear, bra, socks, and shoes. I did not realize working out could be so fucking difficult. I honestly give up. I think I was just built for failure in this life. My mom hates me, my brother wants me, and my dad is a jobless fucking bum. I then immediately start violently pissing myself all over the fucking living room floor. Turns out I forgot to go to the bathroom after chugging 5 beers back to back. After my weird relationship, I chug another pint of beer in the kitchen in front of my mother and proceed to sexually harass her and comment on her chest size after she calls me out for not doing anything around the house. Now, slow your confusion. During this meaningful conversation, it is brought to my attention by said mother that I am actually wandering her house in the same clothes as before. Now you ponder to yourself why that matters, as it's only been 3 minutes since I put on these clothes, which is why you're incompetent. I actually own another pair of drawers stashed around the house in one of the boxes, which immediately gets put on the back burner as I end up finding my own brother sitting outside. And if you think last time he was just in a funky mood, well then you clearly don't know Stuart very well. Let me inform you. Wait, you're horny? Can't blame you. It's hard to find a hotter stud. I foolishly deny the sound of my own clapping cheeks, only for him to further berate me and call me a bitch in the process. And I, for some genuinely unfathomable reason, decide not to end the conversation there, and call him out for stealing my present. Flashback to earlier. I know you're having trouble keeping up. It's okay, I'm not done yet. Turns out, my father graciously decided to buy me a cell phone for my birthday present, and Stuart, being the little prick he is, stole it and mentions he has something more interesting than just a stupid cell phone. Being the capable and strong independent woman I am, I agree to trying whatever he has to give me. Wink wink, this literally had no way to go bad. He queries me on what's my favorite color. I answer purple, as the androgynous creature I am. Now close your eyes and open your mouth. If you aren't currently shaking in your boots, then you need to go get help from a psychological institution. Being the sane fellow I am, I do as he says, out of fear he might call me a chicken. Honestly valid. That would scare the shit out of me too. And, well, the next scene I legally can't show on screen. Let's just say it included a dreamy purple background and me playing basketball with an octopus. As I am incredibly physically unfit, he ended up scoring every ball in the hole. Zzz. After my violently traumatic experience, I wake up passed out on the floor looking at Stuart, watching me as he flirts with another woman right in front of me. Jesus. This quirky girl's name is Violet, and I'm actually her cuddlebug. We're basically besties. My BFF then mentions the fact that people have been randomly disappearing, including her friend Mia, who's been acting very shifty and withdrawing herself from existence. Or maybe she's gone on vacation. I think this intelligence thing is honestly optional. Mia and Violet were actually very close friends who shared everything with each other, until recently. According to Violet's mediocre recollection, Mia mentioned something about getting treatment for something. How not mysterious at all. Her veins had begun to become more visible through her skin, which Mia dismissed, saying the doctors would know how to help her. Me, being the big siscon, bringing up the possibility that it may have something to do with my sister Adelina, who Mia completely disregards and continues to mention why she came to Lincliff. That's where we are, by the way. To put up some missing posters of her friend. I then get my picture taken as Mia starts distorting into a different reality from excitement of seeing me up so close. She then gets up and leaves the crime scene. Oh hey, that's where she was just sitting. What's this? An egg? Anyway, back to the important stuff. I continue exploring and find I can steal more stuff from my parents' bedroom. Donning some newly stolen black lipstick, I start feeling quite funky. Oh hey mom, don't mind me. Fun fact, during my time of exploration, I actually ended up picking up 2 notes off the floor, left behind before we moved here. Reading the notes, I find it talking about some glore injection about a patient named Victoria. Apparently someone was injecting something into Victoria and ended up killing them. And to make matters worse, someone unknown was lurking around the house while the body was being buried. Reading the second note, we find that this person had sources working from the church feeding him information, particularly about the fact that someone was spying on him during his work. In his haste, he ended up dropping the patient off at the farm and covered his tracks. Clearly not fucking good enough, because what the fuck are these doing lying around in the house willy-nilly? During some of his fuck-ups, he ended up creating the opposite effect of addiction, whatever that entails, and named it reverse glore. No more details given. He then notes about his haunting horrors of seeing those fearless eyes and the fact that he'd been ambushed without his weapon of choice on hand, though he lives. He finishes off by mentioning that he relocated and would end up selling the house I'm currently in with the help from the church so he can continue his research. Well, that's one heck of a lore glimpse. I honestly think I've got this case in the bag now. During my continued exploration in Stuart's room, I find a cool game cartridge and an arrogant magazine. Now, playing a game in a game sounds great, but I first needed my brother's permission to use his Xbox. I think we all know where this is gonna go. On my way out, I steal his piggy bank and a bat for research purposes. I make my way out to his last known location and, he's missing. Oh shit. After dropping a beer off to my dad and having a bit of a tumble, I ended up fine due to my construction helmet, showing that wearing correct PPE always pays off. Going back on track 2 minutes ago where my mother mentioned my alternative clothing, I spit on my mother's lack of care, complaining that I still can't find it after searching every box in the house. Call the delivery company, she says. Why couldn't your ass bother with that? I think to myself. After dialing the moving company, the operator calls out our weird family and nervous father. No comments on that part. After mentioning that they missed my box that had all my clothes in it, he says,
So those white blue panties are yours?
God, fuck. I already know where this shit is going, I thought. I, in fact, did fucking not. Apparently such stinky stuff couldn't be transported and had to be seized for diagnostics. That checks out. I'm sorry, what in the fuck? Juices? I'm sorry, what? Electric toothbrushes? I'm sorry, I feel like we're sidestepping a little too much here. Give me my fucking clothes back. After ending that odd-ass call and failing to find Stuart again, I wandered outside and met an odd fellow carrying around a shopping trolley. Browsing his stock, I find some peculiar items I take no interest in, other than this cool engineering book. After a little more wandering, I finally end up finding Stuart heading on his way outside. Need I say it? Please be wary. Liked it. Like, you piece of fucking... Yeah, it was kinda cool. Remembering I found the game cartridge, I bring it up in conversation. He then states that in order to play on his game console, I need to call the rental company and get some games for him. Sounds easy enough. After calling up the rentals, I ask for said game. They then tell me, game no here. God fucking damn it. During game out of 17, he brings up Stuart's name, and the fact that nobody other than him has tried buying this one single game in 5 years other than Stuart. But not with money, no, but by bartering with other games Stuart has stolen from the shop he is currently trying to buy this one game. He then proceeds to burn the fucking cartridge. Hey Stewie, the bum boy burned the game. With that, I earned the permission to use his console. All in all, I think that was my nicest experience with Stuart yet. However, I somehow immediately forgot what I was doing and went back to my parents' bedroom to steal more shit, obviously. I seriously wonder how this family's managed to get by this many years with a daughter like me. Oh shit, oopsie. I then proceed to get my ass handed to me, in the process leveling up my submissiveness. After that naughty experience and her leaving, I go right back to stealing her shit. All in all, she brought this upon herself. Opening up the drawer, I find 5 bottles of lube and an engineering magazine. I too crank it out every night to gears and springs. I think my family might secretly be a bunch of clankers, just fucking beeps and boops. For a second there, I almost thought I was in a highly advanced simulation. Further browsing my parents' belongings leads me to find my mom's panties and her stockings in the closet. I, for obvious reasons, take both. But wait a damn fucking minute, there's a damn key hidden in the ceiling fan. Honestly, this family has no reason to be keeping such secrets. What in the fuckity? Taking the newly acquired bathroom key. Bathroom? Why the fuck are you hiding a bathroom key in the ceiling? You might be asking. Well, that's because you don't know this family's daughters well enough. Browsing the cabinets, I get rudely interrupted by my mom, who beats the living daylights out of me, raising my submission stat once again. I only get stronger with each belt that strikes. Not to mention, I can now no longer steal her shit anymore because of her presence in the room. It seems to me like she wants to return the favor and let me spank her in exchange. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, no, she just wants to fold me like Swiss cheese and caress my body. Nothing unusual here, keep moving. During which, I am wearing my mother's straws because I can. Shut up, okay? This is my delusion. And with that, you have successfully reached the end of the video. I do hope you have sincerely enjoyed this as much as I did. Now, off topic for a little bit, I do realize this game is entirely out of genre from what my channel up to this point has been, and that's because I'm still trying stuff, more leaning towards the things I can enjoy making content about. Game dev, while being a very fun one, isn't actually doable on a consistent enough basis for me. Turns out making a game is a lot harder than it looks. So as of right now, I decided that choosing to lean towards making different content in the meantime is better retroactively compared to not uploading for 6 months. Not much of a hobby if you don't fucking do it now, is it? I'll probably be uploading the next video in sometime, somewhere. Either way, I got shit to do now, so see ya. Or peace, whatever the fuck it was.